The man who refused to give up. Brayan's journey to success. Everyone dreams of success, but not everyone is ready to face failure. This is a story of Brayan, a man who failed, and almost gave up until one day he discovered what true success really means. Brayan grew up in a small town, surrounded by people who believed success was only for the lucky ones. But he wasn't like them. He had big dreams. He wanted to build something of his own. At 20, he started his first venture, a trading business. He worked day and night, believing that hard work alone would make him successful. But soon, the market crashed. He lost everything, his money, his hope, and almost his confidence. People laughed. "Brayan, you're not made for business," they said. But deep down he whispered to himself, "This is not the end. I'm just getting started." After failing in trading, Brayan didn't stop. He moved to another town and started a core mill, thinking that manufacturing might bring stability. He learned the process, managed workers, and gave it full energy. But fate had another plan. Heavy rains destroyed his raw materials. Machines broke down. He borrowed money to keep it running, but the debts grew faster than the profits. And once again he had to close the doors. It wasn't just a business loss. It felt like life itself was rejecting him. Brayan started questioning everything. Why does this keep happening to me? Maybe I'm not good enough. He stopped meeting people, stopped dreaming. But one day, while walking through his old plantation land, he saw something, a small plant pushing through a crack in the dry soil. It was weak, fragile, but still growing. That simple sight hit him hard. He realized something powerful. The plant didn't choose where to grow, but it chose to keep growing anyway. That night he couldn't sleep. He thought about his past, trading, core mill, plantation. All failures, but each one had taught him something. Maybe success wasn't about finding the perfect opportunity. Maybe it was about becoming the person who could handle any opportunity. The next morning, Brayan made a decision not to start another business, but to start learning again. He read about entrepreneurship, studied financial management, and learned online trading strategies. For the first time, he wasn't chasing money. He was chasing growth. Months passed. He started a small online trading account, applying what he'd learned. Slow, careful, consistent. At first, the profits were small, but this time he didn't rush. He tracked, analyzed, and improved every step. And then, one day it happened. His account showed more profit than he had ever made before. He had finally found a formula. Discipline plus patience plus knowledge equals success. Within 2 years, Brayan was not just surviving, he was thriving. He reopened his plantation, but this time he managed it differently, using the profits from trading, applying new techniques, and hiring experienced people. Soon, the plantation started producing record yields. His old friends who once laughed at him now asked for advice. Brayan didn't boast. He simply said, "Failure was my best teacher." He realized that every business that failed had taught him what to avoid, and every pain had built the strength to endure. Brayan's story isn't just about business. It's about life. It's about how persistence transforms pain into progress. He often tells young entrepreneurs, don't be afraid of failure. Be afraid of stopping. Success doesn't come when you win. It comes when you learn why you lost. And that's the truth we all forget. Every setback, every disappointment, they are just steps on the staircase of success. Brayan's story teaches us one timeless lesson. No matter how many times life knocks you down, as long as you stand up one more time, you have already won. Success is not about luck. It's about learning, growing, and never giving up.